I think we're live.
I hope so. I always
Jonathan,
try to wait and see. There we go. All right. Yeah. Looks like we're good. Hello. How are you?
I am doing well. Welcome, Mark Spurgeon to OnlyFrets. He's over already in the chat.
Nice.
Mm,
I love all the people that show up early and, excuse me, wait until, we're in here ready to go. I appreciate it. Makes us
yeah,
feel good.
definitely. Definitely awesome. Let's roll the intro and then let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right.
You're live in three, two, one.
Oh yeah.
And we're back. You know who else is feeling good, Sean?
Everybody's mom.
Everybody's mom. Look at that. No lag on that. So we were able to, look at that. That's beautiful.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
What's up? How's everybody doing today? We got Jimmy Biter, we got Mark Spurgeon, we got a
Searching for
potential
tone in the chat.
future guest searching for tone.
Yeah.
What everybody think of our guest episode last week? Hit us in the chat. Let us know what you thought. I had a total blast talking to Tom. He was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool. I really had a good time doing that. I know that for some reason Sean seems to have the hookup with some of these people because, but then again, he's not going for like super duper big names. Like I'm going for I was going for, what, I'm not even going to spoil it. Well, we'll just wait and see because I could say it now and then, oh, they didn't do it, and then we'll have a surprise episode. But let's
Right, we
just
don't
say
want to
it's
do that.
it's a couple of bigger guitar players and YouTube personalities and stuff. You never know.
We wanna do this with people that we really like. I think
Yeah.
that's the biggest takeaway. And that could be anybody from Jimmy frickin' Page to our dads on Father's Day or something.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
like and anyone in between. So I just thought it was really cool. Mix up the conversation a little bit, get somebody else's perspective besides just yours and mine, though. I think we have pretty good ones.
For the most part, yeah. I think we do too.
Speaking of good ones, what's that on your lap there, brother?
So this is my good old trusty faithful Gibson SG 61 standard. She might be slightly out of tune, but maybe just a hair. The weather here has been crazy. So like all of my guitars are out of tune. Surprising. I mean, because it was like it's been in like the 60s, maybe low 70s, and then I looked at the weather the other day, and this past Monday the high was 36,
Ooh,
just out of nowhere,
just dipped.
just dipped out of nowhere. So then it was like 30s, and then the 20s, and the next day got like 40 something. So I mean, I was just like, and down here in this room, it kind of goes with the weather. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's part of the deal, right? You
right,
have and who has time to like I don't know about you, but I don't have like a humidifier and a little thing on all my guitars to make sure we're hitting maximum humidity and like it's just dry here and my guitars will just have to get used to it and
right.
I'll make adjustments. Roadie's Jam Cave, what up? We got Lars Guitars in the chat. We got what did I saw? Zach Thong in the chat. Welcome everybody. Appreciate having you all here. Well, I've got my 78 Deluxe, as everybody has seen a billion times before. And I was watching a Marty Schwartz video. Long live the
Nice.
king of teaching cover band level lessons on guitar.
Literally, man, there would be so many guitar players that weren't around if it weren't for good old Marty Schwartz, man.
100%, dude. He's a goat.
100%.
I would love to get him on one time.
Oh, that would be, yeah, that'd be dope, dude.
I have zero relationship, but I do happen to know that he hearts comments and responds to DMs.
Yeah, he's very active. Like
Yeah.
he's very responsive and everything. It's very, very, very cool. So, so I had a bit of an interesting perspective here that I thought would be kind of cool to jump off with, and it's kind of the reason that Sean is playing his Les Paul and I'm playing my SG. Generally, I am a Les Paul guy. Like I've got my two Les Pauls that I absolutely adore. I love them, but I'm on my third SG, so I have three SGs now, and I've been actively trying to seek out SGs, and I feel like I'm starting to kind of cross a line over into maybe preferring an SG over a Les Paul,
Interesting.
which is, and it could just be I'm on an SG kick. I don't know. I'm not saying I hate Les Pauls. I'm not saying they're bad, but it's just one of those things. Like, is that something that anybody else has ever experienced? Maybe you go all this time thinking like, oh yeah, I just love like a Strat, but then one day you play a Telly when you don't generally like them, and you're like, oh yeah, Tellys are cool. Maybe I prefer. I don't know. To me, it's a kick. I don't know, but I did just get a new SG recently, and it needs some work. I will say that. Nothing terrible, but
well, hey, there's a Guitar from the Grave episode or whatever what's your
make Guitar Shred again.
Make a guitar shred again.
Yeah.
McDrama Bear in the chat, welcome, brother. He says it's nice being able to get the SG, the higher frets on the SG. 100%,
Oh yeah,
100%. Yeah, all the way up.
If I could play
Easy.
today. There you go. Yeah,
Nice.
it's much easier to do on an SG than a Les Paul for sure. As a Les Paul player, you kind of just learn to adapt, and you're kind of like reaching around like that. But yeah, just to be able to go down here, 100%. My big setback with SGs has always been the neck, really, and that's a big thing that I harp on with guitars is necks, and which is strange because I'm like a 50s neck profile guy all the way.
Right.
The 61s have really thin necks,
Mm-hmm.
but I love that. Like, this is by far my favorite SG. Aside from my Junior, if you got to go full fat, just two humbucker, like standard SG, it's this one all day long.
Well, that's interesting because we kind of talked about that when you were talking about potentially looking at a 70s Les Paul and the concern about the thinner neck. But I will say this, on SGs, the neck is thinner, but it's always wider. This is also not thin, not just thin, but it is narrow,
Right.
side to side. So maybe the wideness of the SG fretboard helps you out with the thinner neck.
And I was gonna say, yeah, because this one is noticeably wider.
Mm-hmm.
But see, and here's like the weird thing. So here, I'll show you this.
Yeah.
I'll show you the new one. So that's the new one.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
So it's a 2005, I believe. Yes, 2005. And it's a player's grade type thing. So it's got like buckle rash all over it. The case that it came with was like, I mean, beat to shit. It is like, it's done its job.
Yeah.
But no neck breaks, nothing like that. Someone loved this thing. It's missing some knobs. In fact, I got to call that Guitar Center because they're going to give me some money back on it. So I mean, I got this for a good deal anyway. So
very nice.
But this has got someone took the nut out and they put like a metal nut in there, and it just. I was able to get the action down pretty low, but there's a lot of this going on.
Oh, fret buzzies.
Just really bad. And it's just up here because you go down here.
Okay.
It's fine. And it sounds really good. Like I'm going to keep it and just replace the nut. I'm probably going to take it to Hot Frog and get Brad to fix the nut on it because that's a simple fix. And I've got some knobs and stuff coming for it. But yeah, I mean, this was the one that really, when I got it, I was like, I don't know, like, do I just genuinely like SGs now? And that's, again, something that I was like, would make a good topic for this, what do you, what are y'all's favorite guitars, I guess? And do you have one that's like surprising that you like?
Right. Enzo brings up a good point. It's nice to have a few player grade guitars, I think he means, because you don't have to worry about babying them. 100%.
Exactly.
Got to have some beaters that get the job done laying around for sure.
This one's got a freaking hole drilled in the back of it right here.
Nice.
So I'm like, yeah, it's already got
Somebody
its
wanted
scars
a
and stuff.
really tight guitar strap like button right there and keep it right on their
Probably had a
body.
weight drilled in there to say, hey, this is counter, because this has got a thicker neck on it.
I wonder if that was previously owned by Frank Zappa. It's just been modified. To
What's
shit.
interesting is that the case has like painter's tape, the blue painter's tape, and it's got the name Jerry on it, from what I can make
Okay.
out. So it looks like it was like toured. So I don't
Gigged
know if it
and
was just
toured,
somebody
yeah.
running like a local circuit, or because supposedly, I mean, I know obviously like bigger names go to guitar centers and stuff. The one that is relatively near me in Kennesaw, Georgia,
Yeah.
they've had guitars in there from Fit for an Autopsy, the guitar player from Fit for an Autopsy, and I've actually played one before. One of their guitars that he like traded in. I'm like gutted that I couldn't get it. It was like a Ibanez Destroyer, like yellow with one pick.
Oh,
It was
nice.
so cool.
Those are badass.
And they've traded in like their what are they, Ernie Ball like Majesties and stuff in there, like custom. And I mean, it's like crazy. And apparently they go in there all the time. I go in there a lot too. I've never seen them, but anyway.
Look who's in the chat, my man.
Whoa, Lucas Fowler, how you doing, man?
Brother.
Fellow Southern boy, yeah. That's North Georgia for you.
Welcome in, Lucas. And Enzo says he's got. Well, Steve Gunner first said always wanted SG to compliment my initials. Got to do that. And you need to stamp your little cross logo somewhere on the back of the headstock too, I might add.
There you go.
And
yeah.
then we've got what was the other comment I saw? Enzo put something up. Oh, he has two main guitars, one mint, one he plays. Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
McDrama Bear used section at Guitar Center has been pretty good lately. Yeah, that's another thing we can touch on here in a little bit. The
because I actually
flood
have a
of
funny
used
story about
guitars. Yeah.
Yeah.
SG Les Paul for me, obviously, this has always been my favorite guitar my entire life since I was like 3 years old. Everybody knows the story. But when I got this bad boy here hanging on the wall, I was so pleasantly surprised. And I know it's not a actual Gibson, that's the Harley Benton, but
nothing wrong with that.
the shape is as close as you can get in a knockoff format, and like it's got a little bit of a pronounced top horn, but it's barely noticeable. It's really close. And I was so pleasantly surprised holding an SG. I think it has something with the contours and the thinness of it, the resonance that you get off the body when you're playing. It just really connects you to the guitar in a fun way. Like, as much as you can feel close to an inanimate object. Like every live stream I do on Friday, which tomorrow is my birthday. We're doing a birthday live stream, so everybody show up.
Hey, happy birthday.
Thanks,
belated,
brother.
Anyway.
I'm to the point where I don't like celebrating them anymore, but I'm 41 and I still got a head of hair, so I guess that's good.
Hey, blessings, man. Apparently my hairline is pretty far back.
Oh, I got the the cul-de-sac coming in too, but it's hanging on for dear life. So anyway,
this episode's sponsored by Hims. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, it could be. I do use that shampoo, but I really love like every time I throw the SG on during my live streams, everybody just comments on how easily I transition to that guitar. I just think it's a really fun format for the instrument. So better or worse, I don't know, but I definitely had that experience you were talking about though. Opposite. You said Strat to a Tele. Mine was the other way. I was like not a Strat guy my whole life. Hated Strats, never liked playing them. And then I found this one over here. Over that way. I can't point. Anyway, that one. And I loved it. I fell in love immediately, and it didn't make me get rid of my tellies, but it definitely made me
It gives them
love.
a run for their money for sure. It just
Yeah,
makes you like think like, do I really need 40 strats? Maybe I need a telly or two or whatever it is you're looking at. So yeah, that's and it's
79 Greco. Yeah, Lucas has a very popular video. He is responsible for the uptick in price on Greco Les Paul copies. It's a really cool
just when I
video.
was looking for one. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
everybody should go check that video out. It's awesome. But 70s Les Pauls have a thing, whether it was Greco or Gibson itself, like they definitely have a thing. And then the Custom Shop R7 obviously is probably a great guitar.
Yeah,
Um,
nice.
and yeah, dude. Um,
We
Bonner,
forgive you. It's okay.
what did we say? Oh, sorry,
It's all
I
right.
bumped you.
Lucas just said, "Woof, sorry about that, fellas. It's all right.
Yeah,
We'll forgive
we
you this one
forgive you.
time."
We forgive you. Uh, Jonathan probably did something similar with the Washburn, uh, or not the Washburn, the Japanese. What was that kick you were on for a while?
Oh yeah, where I was see so that's another there's a good example too of going on a kick. I went through a thing where I had a couple of different Japanese Jacksons.
That
So
was
I've
it.
had
The Japanese Jacksons.
I've had a DK2M, which I hate that I got rid of that thing. That thing was I got that for an absolute steal, and it was like literally one of the best Jacksons I've ever played in my life. I've had a Rhodes V. I think I've had another like dinky style. Yeah, they're great. And that was one of those things where it's like that's part of the hobby is just exploring the different like, oh, let me, I'm a Les Paul guy. Let me go try a Jackson. But I generally tend to go towards Jackson anyway if I'm going to go to like a shreddy brand. I like Ibanez, but there's something that Jackson's got that I've always bonded with. Something about their neck. I don't know if I just don't like the wizard thin neck. It's
Sure.
too thin, you know.
Yeah.
But LTD is another brand too. That's a brand that I go back and forth between all the time. Um, I had a EC10 recently that I actually just sold, and I got to tell you that thing was punching way above its weight class. I
Yeah.
got that on
They
a
make a
trade.
nice guitar.
Yeah, and I'm like, it just goes to show LTD does not make a bad guitar. I don't think I've ever played a bad LTD. I've played bad Jacksons, Gibsons, Epiphones, Ibanez's, Fender, Squire, everything. I've never played a bad LTD ever.
Yeah.
Point blank period. I don't know if they're capable of making a bad guitar.
Well, I think see, Mark just brought that up. He has the Viper.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he meant, the Viper. Now,
Yeah.
the Viper is I when I was when I before I bought the Harley Benton, I was looking at Vipers and I don't like the obscured bottom half.
I get it.
It's fine.
I've had a
I
Viper
mean,
before too. They're strange.
I'm sure it plays perfect, just like you're saying. I'm sure the quality of the guitar, there's nothing wrong with it, but you do like pick guitars with your eyes,
Oh
not
yeah.
just how they feel.
Oh
And
yeah.
I never could get over that. Now, Harley Benton does offer a Viper style SG as well, and
Really?
I stayed the heck away from that one because I like I like the evenness at the bottom specifically. Even if the top horn is a little offset like the Viper is, that part
Mm.
never bothered me about the Viper. It was the bottom half being oblong, and I know why they did it and totally respect it, but I just don't like. But their Les Paul style is awesome. Like no complaints, no notes. They're really cool.
You talking about
Um,
Harley Benton, right?
no, I'm talking now.
You
I'm
talking
back to
LTD?
LTD.
Okay,
Like
yeah, you were
the LTD Les Paul style
the
guitar.
Eclipses. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
the Eclipse. They're great.
now, and I will say this. So something that's kind of gotten me back on LTD recently. You don't know who this channel is? Absolutely. If you're like a Les Paul fan or single cut fan, it's not Agafish. Den BMX. Go subscribe to him. He's a great dude. He's hilarious. He's funny. And he plays, LTDs and Les Pauls primarily, Epiphones and all that kind of stuff. He's got and he harps on this all the time, and I want to get one. It's the EC1000, and they have one. It's the EC1000T, I believe, and it is basically an LTD version of a Les Paul. It's got the same body thickness.
Okay.
It's got a thicker neck. When I was at that Guitar Center I was talking about earlier recently, they actually had one on the shelf, so I was able to pick one up. It was used and kind of feel it. And I was like, yeah, this is something that I'm gonna have to try to get at some point in my life. I couldn't get it at the time
Yeah.
because this was on the way, but
Yep.
but yeah, that So if you want something different, that's what people are always kind of looking for when they don't want to go to Gibson or even Epiphone. They're like, I just don't want to be a part of that. Check out the EC1000 Ts. It's gotta have the T in it because it's gonna have the thicker neck, the full thickness body. They're awesome guitars.
Got a couple more things. Kick the conversation. Neck on the SG is too far forward. Totally. It is something to get used to. I think because my arms are so long, like disproportionately long for my body, I don't struggle with that at all. But I could see somebody who is built like a normal human being having that issue because it is like a bit of a stretch out there
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
Um,
it's different.
and then Lucas says, I used to work for an LTD dealer for several years. I unboxed and QC'd hundreds of them. I say anything in the 256 series and above was like 95% perfect,
Yep.
right to the wall. Very
Yep.
cool. Very cool.
The 256s, those are some that really, really are like bang for buck. In fact, I bought one years ago and actually gave it to my dad as a Christmas present. He's still got it, and that thing still plays great.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's awesome.
Steve says, I miss Dan from Guns and Guitars. I don't know if you ever saw his stuff, Jonathan, but you did just do a build video, kit build video, which welcome to the club. Dan from Guns and Guitars ran a really pretty popular YouTube channel during like COVID era. And that he would build stuff, like build guitars. He's the way I found out about like shellac finishing a guitar, which
Right.
is on my first kit. I used shellac, and he ran it was a cool channel. The guitar stuff, I mean, the gun stuff was fine, but the guitar stuff specifically, he had really interesting takes on all that. So
Neato.
yeah, so if you're looking for finish videos, like how to finish a guitar for your kit, Les Paul, you could check out his stuff from a few years back, and he has good tips and stuff.
I will have to do that.
Lars says, sold my EC 1000T, didn't care for the extra jumbo frets.
Yeah, so it's got massive frets on it. I will say that. It does
Yep.
got massive frets on it. Even that EC10 that I just was talking about, it had really, really big frets on it. Mark Spurgeon says, who was that again? If you're talking about the YouTube channel I was talking about, it's Den BMX, DEN, and then BMX. Yeah, he's, like I said, he's really cool. Just
Yeah, we'll have
really
to
cool
check it
dude.
out. I could probably drop a link in the chat, but
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah, he's actually one that I tried to reach out to. He's kind of like what the Guns and Guitars guy did, where he did guns and then guitars. This guy does guitars and as in the name BMX. So
or like
he
the
rides
homie
BMX bikes.
Redskin Garage. He always does like random different things.
Oh yeah,
too.
there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Does anyone have a recommendation for a guitar wall hanger that's safe for multiple guitars? String swing.
Yeah, I'd say string swing. If you're
Mhm.
looking for the ones that are like all one piece, essentially, you can't go wrong with string swing.
I
I
think they
do
have a deal
have
right now too.
what's that?
I think they have a deal right now too.
Oh yeah, you got to keep your eye open for the Black Friday stuff. I mean, there's a lot of and a little bit of I guess of a plug here. There are a lot of videos that I'm going to be doing that are going to be coming out over the next week or so, especially on Thanksgiving, like around that time, where there's going to be Black Friday deals to be had on a bunch of different brands. So just there's that little plug for me, but yeah, certainly other brands like that, keep an eye on. I would say if you want like individual hangers, I've got one that I use. I don't have room for the other ones right now, and I can't remember who I did it for. I did a sponsored video for it. They're pretty affordable, and thus far I've been pretty pleased. I think
Yeah.
they are. I want to say they're the Strick ones. Apparently, I've been saying Stritch wrong this entire time. It's Strick.
Strick.
It's spelled like Stritch, but it's pronounced
They should
Strick.
make a metal guitar called the Strick 9,
The Strick 9.
you know?
They should.
Shout out to Strychnine, a local metal band from Pullman, Washington. I used to roof with a couple of those guys back in the day.
There you
Um,
go.
eh, the string swing deal right now, I just looked into it. Who's asking? Enzo. Um, the string swing deal is you buy a 5 guitar rack right now, and you get a free 3 guitar rack. And the way those are spaced out is the screws go in 16 inches on center so they can hang from the studs in your house. Yeah, and Lucas confirmed string swing. Everybody's saying the same thing. It's
The
kind of the
Hercules,
standard.
yeah. And you can't go wrong with Hercules stuff either. Those are
Hercules is
too.
great. Yeah, I have actually the hanger for my SG back here is a Hercules hanger. I like that it closes over. So like when you hang the guitar in it, it seats down and then these 2 flaps come over the front face of your fretboard. And so it kind of locks the guitar in from ever sliding off. But all the other hangers that all the other guitars up on the wall, that's all string swing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guitars aren't the only things that like swings. You know who else does? Your mother. She does. We have one at
Very
her house
nice.
that we put up when
Hey.
you come back around. But yeah, we like to have fun with that.
Dude, always good to get a mom joke from the chat. You know what I mean?
I know.
Welcome in 2 Yards, by the way. Everybody go check out 2 Yards stuff if you're not aware of his. He put out a really cool hard rock song. Is that really how he's? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right. You guys share a lot of common sponsorship.
So yeah, they've never corrected me, but I had a dude that was very adamant in my comment sections. It's like, that's how you say it. Like your video was good, except for the fact that you're mispronouncing it. It's Strick, and he spelled it like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm going with is, everybody on the internet's right.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Okay. I had an EC 1000T. Overall, it's good guitar. Didn't care for how far the pickups and bridge had to be raised above the body. That's an interesting issue. Damn, these first world problems. That's right.
So that's actually funny that you bring that up, because that was another issue that I had with some SGs. And namely, I guess you can maybe see with this one that the bridge pickup is up pretty far. And I've seen some of them where it's like damn near the whole pickup is sticking out of the body because it just has to be that way, and it just does not look right to me. Namely on the like tributes, like the cheaper like tribute SGs.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that LTD really had an issue with that. That's
I
interesting.
know that the Epiphone, I tried it out at a Guitar Center once. I used to work like just a couple minutes away from one, so on my lunch break I'd go play guitars.
Hey, I
But
do the same thing.
oh, it's so great. Now there's no guitar shop anywhere near me, but back then, when I was in Portland, it was right there. But I what I noticed about the P90 SG, so what are those? The specials.
Yeah, specials.
Specifically to the Epiphone one, that freaking pickup was all the way up, like way up, and it could have just been a setup thing, but it looked like it needed to be to meet the strings at a proper height. So that could be an issue. My 3 pickup SG there, that one. The thing about a 3 pickup SG is a lot of guys just sink the middle pickup on those. But then you can't, and it's because it gets in the way of your pick. I don't think that's a Les Paul problem. I think that's a SG problem, because everything's so low profile. But
Yeah.
I just leave mine up because I will sacrifice hitting my pick on the pickup every so often for the being able to get into the middle pickup.
Right.
Shout
Yeah,
out Lucas for my Planet Tones in that thing, by the way.
That's the same people, or the same issue that people have with Strats, is they always say they lower the middle or even like, you know, the RGs like HSH strats or S types or whatever, is that they always lower that middle pickup. Me personally, I've never had that issue, which is
Sure.
kind of strange because when I pick just naturally, it's kind of like right in the middle. I'm not too far
Okay.
either direction. I don't know. I've never had that issue, but I like a middle strat pickup. I gotta say I do like a middle position there. I don't know how I feel about like triple humbucker guitars. I'll be honest with you. They look cool, but I just feel like I would never use that middle humbucker at all.
So that's why when I did get the I actually emailed Lucas about like what he thought I should do for a
Mm,
three pickup SG because like I wanted P or PAF style. I knew that I wanted that for the neck and the
right.
bridge. And I was like, what should I put in the middle? And he was like, I would go with this Pasadena. Um, and it's more of a modern sounding middle. So
Mm,
like if you want to go high gain but maintain a little bit of the top end in your middle position because middle position is a middle position, you lose top end when you do that. He's like you could go with the Pasadena and you would main like a Pasadena neck pickup, so it's like wound for top end. And I did that and I really do like the middle position on that one, but only
right.
because it was because I got good advice and like it I don't know, it definitely has a different tone. So I think if more companies did that rather than just making sure that the polarity's right and stuff like that, but they're all kind of wound for the same vibe, you would have a lot more usable middle positions out there. I would think kind of like with my Nashville tellies, like you've got a telly neck, a telly bridge, but then you've got this strat middle, and it
Yeah,
really changes everything. Like the middle position has a completely different vibe to it, and I like that.
right.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, it's to each his own. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, Lucas says he didn't have the issue with the middle pickup thing either. It's used the very end of the pick,
yeah.
so not very much goes below. Yeah, exactly. It's more just like you have to adapt to how you play it kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. Um, so I know we've been harping on this for a minute, but I wanted to bring up something that I saw earlier. I thought this was kind of funny. It's funny, but it's also like something to not be aware of, but I don't know. Does anyone know about this new term ish going around called black strat theory?
I've heard this.
Have
I've
you heard
heard
it?
this.
You
So
heard it?
if you own a black Strat, you're trash a guitar. Is that the idea?
Is the yeah, that's like a good generalization of it. And I get where it stems from. It's because you look at most like starter packs or like most people online that are
It's
like
the
maybe
most mass-produced
younger
color
kids
Strat.
and stuff, like it's
Yeah.
usually like a black Squire Strat, right? So like I get, and it was a very short video I watched where there's just a guy being like, you know, hey, some of these people are just like they're kids, like knock it off kind of thing.
Yeah.
And just kind of exploring the phenomenon behind it. But I was like, that's funny too, just because I've seen a lot of those types of videos, as I'm sure we all have. But people like calling kids out like that online and saying like, "Oh, you're trash,"
That's
and it's like,
bullshit.
and like, or like
That's
you're making that
that's
assumption, like you're judging a book by its cover, kind of thing. Like you're just discouraging
we're
people from
gatekeeping music now,
right.
which is the dumbest shit I've ever like. Who care? I had a black and white. I had a black with a white pick card Squire Duosonic. That was my first guitar, and
There you
yeah,
go.
I was trash when
You
I
don't
had it.
say.
But it's like I got better because nobody just said because of the color and shape of your guitar, you're now always going to be trash a guitar. I just have no patience. You know, people like seeing a video of a kid playing poorly, like trying to play Crazy Train. It's like, where were you when you were 7, you douche? Like, I
Right.
couldn't
Yeah.
play any notes on any guitar when I was 7 years old. Shut up, move along. Like if you don't
Right.
like it, keep it to yourself. We've lost that if you don't like it, keep it to yourself. I wish we could bring that back. I'm
Yeah. People just don't know how to mind their own business sometimes. It's
right.
like,
Have we created guitar racism? uh and then this one's really good too, Jimmy. Leave it to the illustrious idiots of the internet to invent new ridiculous terms to bet. That's right, dude.
Yeah, and
Oh my
that was
god.
kind of the point that the guy was making too. Like, oh, just in case y'all don't know, these kids are coming up with new terms, or these people are coming up with these new terms. So it's like, yeah, let me turn on grandpa mode here and be like, let me learn what the kids' lingo is nowadays. Like, because I didn't, that's the first I'd ever heard of it. But when he
There,
started to talk, like, I know of the concept. Like,
right.
obviously, you see somebody with like an off-brand guitar. It's the same thing. It could be like a nice flashy thing, but we judge the headstock so much, and it's like, oh, they're playing a guitar brand guitar or whatever it is, something stupid. They're like, they're not good. It's one of those, it's like you said, we do too much with our eyes instead of just listening. So it's.
I mean, you can do all you want with your eyes. Stop doing it with your fingers on the keyboard. Like,
Yeah, that too. It's just a bunch of crap.
bunch
And
of hate for no reason. Okay, so it was funny Lucas said guitar racism. I made there's a video on my channel of me uh making like a heavily modded Squire. I bought a black Squire Strat from my buddy, and I gave it to my other buddy for his birthday. My other buddy is a black guy, so what does that mean? I gave a black dude a black Strat. Is that double negative, and so we're in a good spot now? I mean, I'm sure he's still trash at guitar. Shout out Darius, I love you. Like he's not watching this at all, but like I gave it to him. I'm sure it hasn't been played, but like I was on this kick for a while where I was just like giving my friends that didn't play guitars because I just want everybody to love guitar. So I do think it's kind of that was kind of funny. Anyway, um, there's one more theory I wanted to bring up with you. I've been saddling it for just such an occasion. Black strats matter. Black strats do matter.
they do matter.
They do. They matter a lot. And
David Gilmore has entered the chat.
real quick, shout out Yussi. Just ended my workday. Where are we? Yussi has been working like a dog at his regular job. Moose bone nut,
Felt
still on
that.
about the moose bone nut. We get it. We get it. Moose bones are more dense.
I know another moose related thing that's also dense.
Hey, and it can be seen live at your mom's house.
Yeah.
What about septum ring theory? Have you seen this?
Unfortunately, I have. I know
Okay, I
exactly what you're
figured
talking.
you would be aware of it. Um,
Yeah.
I think it's really like it's only funny in the context that I know my friend Jonathan gets a ton of like stupid septum ring piercing comments on his
Can you
YouTube
believe
channel,
it?
Electric Flamingo. Everybody go check it out. It's just that was really funny to me. But what I've seen, and I will put this aside and then let you go off. Uh, it seems to primarily apply to the female persuasion.
Yes. Yeah. It usually goes in the other direction with women. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make it right either way. But
No, it's the silliest
it's
thing.
still just stupid. I don't get why it's such a big deal.
I don't either. I
But
think they're cute on girls.
yeah,
Like
I
my
mean, my
my
wife
wife
had
had a
one.
nose ring for a little while. It was on the
Yeah,
side, but she had one, and I thought it
my
was
wife's got one on
adorable.
the side of her nose, and she
Mhm.
had a septum piercing for a while, and then just between the two, she just liked this one better, so she just took that one out, and it's like,
They kept getting hooked on each other when you were kissing, didn't it?
matter of fact, yeah, that and like because I got long hair, it's up in a little ponytail right now, but yeah, it's yeah, that happened a lot. Hair and those, I mean, it's like how people say, oh, you have two teenagers with braces and they get hooked together. That whole
Right.
thing. Very similar theory there.
Yeah, but it used to be
Um,
just silly, like we would like tease each other in school about it a little bit, right? And now it's like people maliciously reach out and like purposefully try to be mean on YouTube. It's so dumb. Um, Mark, thank you for dropping all these links in the chat today. That's very helpful. I appreciate it. Will you drop Yussi's channel link when you get a chance as well? And then Twisted Line says, I'm 44, been playing guitar since I was 10, but I didn't learn anything till YouTube. I have a similar story. I learned, cowboy chords, and then when I found like guitar YouTube was a thing, and I found like Robert Baker's channel and like guys that are like working on guitars, and like I learned so much more about guitar in the last 5 years, and my skill level has increased so much more in the last 5 years than they did the first 20 that I played. So
Right.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. What a blessing that we have to be all here nerding out together, you know.
Yeah, that is true.
Bison bone, ultimate bone material. Hey. uh what luckily we've got a bison moose contest happening in the chat. Love to see it.
Bison moose.
This is a place for safe, peaceful debate.
About
Um,
nuts.
should we talk about um, only frets moving forward and our potential guest things, or do we want to just keep everything on ice and they'll all just be surprised each week?
I mean, we could just talk about it. I mean, like I said, just so people kind of know what sort of to expect, or maybe they can try to
That's a good one.
welcome
uh,
Lucas to our. He's our going to be in our regular lineup now because he's made it in with the mom jokes.
that's right.
No, but I mean, talking about it here is I don't think it's going to be that big of a secret. It's not like we're going to have any like huge names on here that I'm aware of. But I mean,
For
we've
now.
tried to get a couple of different really big people on here. So I reached out to Den Den, the guy that I talked to earlier. I did reach out to him. I'm
Nice.
actually gonna go here and see who I'll. I kind of just went on a little spree on Instagram.
Me too.
I went to. I did ask Rob Chapman because I'm a fan
Nice.
of Rob Chapman.
That'd be
I do
cool.
have my history with him, but that's nothing major or anything. Casino Guitars. I like the dudes at Casino Guitars. They're really cool. It's a guitar shop in, I believe, North Carolina. If you've never heard of
Yep.
them,
Jonathan and
really cool.
what's the other guy? There's a Sean and a Jonathan. So that
Yeah,
would actually be the
that
most
would really
fun
be.
is to have Sean and Jonathan specifically. I mean, we love Baxter, but it
Yeah,
would be fun to have Sean and Jonathan
Baxter's
specifically
got a
on.
shot to run.
That would be so great.
Right.
We've got searching for tone lined up. So
Yeah.
Brian's going to come on and talk with us, and that I really like that because it will give the two of you have a lot of similar like sponsorship themes
Mhm.
in your channel. I always like to give you guys like proper YouTubers a chance to like and I'll just be back here noodling or whatever. But it would be really fun. I
Trying
think
to
that would
push our
be.
heads together now. Kiss.
You guys are Eskimo bros
There you
when it
go.
comes to sponsorships. Lucas has agreed to come on, Lucas
Yep.
Fowler of the chat. And that will be fantastic. I did an interview with him, if people don't know, on my channel. It was so much fun. And he's a talker, so we won't have to do too much. We just let him off the leash and let him go for a while, which would be
That's the
great.
point of being the guest. I know it. Yeah. Who else was
And
on here?
who else? We have Alex from Super Danger has agreed to come on,
Yep.
so that's going to be great. And then I've asked a couple of I asked the Toman guys, Guillaume Chen and uh, Chris Barachi. I would like both of them to come on at some point if we could. Chris
Yep.
just put out a solo album, so I really wanted to touch base with him on that and see how that's going. It's really good. Um, you know, little things. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I
Um,
asked Agafish
yeah,
because he's also, I think he still lives in Atlanta. As far as I know, he's still in the Atlanta area. So that would be kind of cool to, because we'd be on the same time, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. And then, like,
oh,
to
and
me,
My pal the Ubi. Sorry, real quick.
there you
I want
go.
to get him on too. Continue. Sorry.
No, it's okay. And then like kind of the ultimate for me right now, anyway. I did take a chance and I reached out to Jared James Nichols. I know that he does his thing with um,
Music is
Music
win.
is Win right now, and
Hmm.
Joe Bonamaz, much bigger names than we are.
Sure.
But
Well, they are in Nashville, so
they
that
are in Nashville. So again, it's one of those things where it's like the time difference is not that, because I was trying to keep in mind people that, aren't like, because we already kind of have to work with this. It's like what, 11, almost 12 o'clock where you're at now, something
right,
like that. Yeah.
right.
So it's like almost 3 o'clock for me. But we've managed to make that work out. So,
Yeah.
again, to everybody that is lined up to do it and to Tom Butwin, obviously, that did it. Thank you guys for, taking the time to try to work with us on our schedule here
So cool.
and jump in to do it, because we really, really appreciate it.
It's
And
just
it's a lot
really
of fun.
fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I have enjoyed this podcast or I would say at least exactly, and if not more than I thought I would. Like, what a great way to spend a lunch break for me, you know. And I just like it's been a lot of fun, and I love seeing like the chat get more and more active over the days that we do this, the months. And it's it's great. Like it's just super fun, and that's why we do guitar YouTube because it's just fun. It's supposed to
Oh
be
yeah,
fun.
absolutely. That's what it's supposed to be, but
Yeah, you just
Second
gotta
floor.
ignore the comments section sometimes.
yeah, like this one right here. So about the Gibsons, we'll move on from that
You
one.
see, damn you. No. Yes, he's a homie, dude. He and I have recorded some tracks together. There's a video on his channel that he had me do a solo for, and
Nice.
that was a lot of fun. A really cool track. He's from Finland and he makes like Finnish metal, so it's really fun to like branch out on my musical horizons a little bit.
That's
And
something I wish I could do. Is finish
dude,
metal.
Yossi will have you on the track. No, dude, we'll get you. We need to get you in the band lab group. That's what we have to do, because then you'll have the opportunity for that. He's always.
Wordplay, Sean. Wordplay.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, no, it's okay.
I missed this joke.
I've got so many projects in my thing. I was saying I wish I could finish my. Anyway,
That's awesome.
I would say people liked it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Very good. Sometimes I'm just dumb, so
No, it's all good. I
I'm
mean,
the airheaded blonde on the show for sure.
anyway, but
yeah, dude. It's just been a ton of fun. I just really enjoyed this.
Jared has been spending a lot of time here in Bozeman at the local music shop lately.
Very cool.
Tell him to get on OnlyFrets. Tell him to get out of the music shops. Get on. He's got enough cool guitars.
Yeah.
It's like talking to Jobo. Like, stop. Save some vintage for us, please.
We have vintage guitars, man.
This one's about to be vintage, kind of. No. What do they say? 20 years is vintage.
25.
So
25.
25. Okay, so 5 more years, and this one's vintage.
Yep.
So
It's crazy to think that when my dad bought this, it was not vintage, and it became vintage in like. I mean, it's 78, so it's almost 50 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
Still spinning like a top. Freaking. It's crazy.
Meanwhile, I can't. That's all I can do with this one. No, again, like I said, it's. I don't even know if you guys can hear me or not on that, but yeah. There you
go. So 1 in the chat for Les Paul, 2 in the chat for SG. You guys, we'll get a final tally. So 1 in the chat for Les Paul's, 2 in the chat for SG. Hit us with the group consensus. I think we're at. And then for you, Jonathan, you're a 1 or you're a 2?
Right now, I would have to go. Yeah, yes. Do I need to vote? That's
yes,
where I'm
you
at.
do.
So what was it? 1 for Les Paul, 2 for SG.
Yep.
Right now, I guess technically I would have to say 2, just because I'm on the kick.
Yep.
Just because I'm on the kick. I still love my R4 and my standard, but right now I'm like once I get this thing going, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, you're gonna love that thing.
The pickups sound really good. They're nice and clear. I think these are the 490 R&T or whatever, 498T, whatever they are. Whereas the 61 has the burst buckers in it, so I think that's the same as what's in my standard. I don't know. I don't get too wrapped up in pickups. I'm like, they sound good.
Right.
I can care less. But yeah. So I would say 2. What about you? As if we don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a 1, but I got nothing wrong with a 2. specifically this Les Paul is number one, so I got to go with the one. We've got one, two, three ones, two twos, four ones, and two twos so far.
I
So
guess that makes sense.
I mean, guitar players are creatures of habit.
They
So,
are.
I mean,
Yeah,
I like
that's
this though. I like similar reasoning to mine. I have to go with a two because my first nice guitar was an SG. Similar reasoning to mine. My first nice guitar was this, and I love it.
so
Yeah,
yeah, and
let's.
that's I think with me like my first Gibson, because like I
Mhm.
said, it's that's I did the whole thing where I went between like Fender, Gibson. Obviously, you go between the big ones when you're starting out. My first Gibson was a Les Paul. It was a Les Paul Studio. Unfortunately, it was one from 2015, so it was not a very good experience. We'll say
Sure.
that. And it's funny too. I still see that same one floating around on Facebook sometimes, and I think I've talked about this before. I've really considered buying it back just to be like, kind of made full circle kind of thing. But again, I just know that neck and that fingerboard is just too wide. It's just
Yeah.
not. 2015 was not a good year for
No.
Gibson.
No, that was the dark ages for Gibson for sure. They have turned things around. We got another two. Him and his moose bone, the bison bone, very nice. Bison bone for me, 2 yards says. Um, yeah, it's it's looking like Les Paul, but by a slim margin. I feel like this is a very split crowd, so that's
And
nice.
that's fine. That's the way it
Yeah,
should be. Because you know
yeah.
what, we all win because
They
this
both
started as a Les
exist.
Paul. This started as a Les Paul. So nan
Yep,
nan boo boo.
that's right. Yeah, it used to be called the Les Paul. That's right.
So everybody likes this one whether you like it or not. So yeah, no,
Hmm.
and it is what it is. I always just say play what you want.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yep. Sir, what do you have coming up? You dropped a cool pedal video today. That should feed the algorithm a little bit after your run of audio equipment.
Look, I hope so, man. Because look, okay, I know this is we talked about this kind of with Tom last week, but my videos have not been doing great lately, and I have a feeling I know why. It's because I'm doing a bunch of lesser known stuff.
Sure.
I am trying some different things. I'm doing the A/B testing with the all that kind of stuff, and apparently it's still running on some of these, and it's not doing great.
It's
Some
so
videos have not even
weird.
broken 100 yet. This one hasn't broken 30, so I don't know what's going on with it, but I get it. Um, I did do the Joyo Jam Buddy 2 recently, and because that dropped with Ola England and a bunch of other people that had it too, that got pretty good. So that made up for the video did
Good.
pretty well. Um, I've got some Guyker stuff coming up. I know that. Another Joyo thing coming up. Working with Donner again. I got something really cool coming with them. And I think that's it for sponsored. Other than that, just kind of some other guitars that I've had and no longer have now. And
Yeah.
did he just say his first guitar was a Parker Fly?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a nice one.
That's a strange guitar to get for your first one, but hey, them Parker Flies are cool, man.
Yeah, and
They really
Steve
are. I
was
played a handful of them.
Steve's was a 1980 Gibson Sonex 180 Standard.
Oh
Pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I see those. I'm not the biggest fan of those, like just looks wise, because we all shop with our eyes. But yeah, I
Mhm.
mean they're cool. They're
Yeah,
different.
definitely.
Um,
Yeah, it is tough right now, Mark. It's hard to scrounge together views. I will say my Lawler pickup video did pretty well, which I was happy about because it was partially sponsored. So wanted to make sure that I did some justice. I did do a thing, because I don't have sponsorships. My channel's not big enough, but I reached back out to both Lawler and to Solo Music Gear and sent them links to my videos. I tagged them
mm,
and everything, but you know how that goes.
yeah, yeah,
So I sent them videos and emailed them thank yous. I just felt like that would be a good move for a smaller channel to make, like, kind of
oh yeah.
reach back out, tell him thanks one more time once the project was over. I also have one more Firebird video coming up because your boy used your links, got me some
Nice.
Guykeys, some
Yeah,
new tuners
nice.
for the Firebird. So we're gonna do one more. Um, oh yeah, what's that one? Tell the class.
So I got this one back out for a reason. So this is the standard, the 50s standard, and the plain top kind of like it's white, but in certain lights it looks kind of like minty, and I think that just looks really cool. Um, Natural back because
Yep.
that's the best way to go. So I was saying that too because I was going to go back to the videos not performing well. Instead of doing like a review, I even did something like how I came to get this specific one because obviously
Stories.
the story of it and everything, and kind of I've always wanted to talk about like my favorite band and stuff. Like that one even didn't do well. And another thing too, because I know someone had said it's tough right now, is like I've literally posted a video I think every day since November 3rd. Because
Yeah.
they're always like just the more you post, the better.
Yeah.
And it's just not. It's just
I think
miss
the
after miss
algorithm has
after miss.
changed
Yeah,
its
it's like something's
requirements.
changed.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it definitely seems different right
yeah,
now.
so I'm hoping that, because like I said, I'm not hurting for content. I've got plenty of things. I've got stuff. I think my last video that I have is scheduled March 10th
Hmm.
of 2026. I've got plenty of content.
Yeah.
But I'm really hoping that it does well because,
Yeah.
if not, then all this was just wasted effort. But I have fun, and that's kind of been the thing, and I just maybe we'll leave y'all with that is have fun with it. Don't go into it trying to make a bunch of money because if you do, you're going to be sorely disappointed. It is very, very, very few and far between to get, I get a deposit from YouTube every month, but it's not like I can pay my mortgage with it. It's
Sure.
I can maybe get a couple of parts or maybe put it towards another guitar to continue to like it's money that goes right back into the channel.
Yep.
I don't ever
Yep.
really see it. Or I'm paying off a credit card or something,
Well, I reached out to so I think the move is I think people are, let's just say that the heavily highly produced guitar YouTube that we all have known and loved for the past 5, 6 years has sort of run its course
Oh
to a
yeah.
degree.
Absolutely, yeah.
And like Tom was saying last week, he watches a lot of like my level of guitar YouTube channels, like lower production. Alex is dealing with this too, and it'll be great to get his perspective. He just did one of his full length videos with characters and, made a little mini movie and all that stuff. And it's so good. And everybody should go watch Super Danger and watch all his videos. They're awesome, but they don't do well. And he's like, I don't know what to do. He even, um, you know, addresses that in the videos, very meta in that way.
Mhm.
Um, but it's just like nobody watches long form. My interviews that I did with people did really crappy as far as views. It was a lot of fun for me and hopefully a lot of fun for the guests to make them, but they just didn't generate the views because they're like an hour and a half and nobody wants to watch that. And I get it, but you should never stop doing those things
Yeah.
that make you happy because that's how YouTube started out. It wasn't to
Mhm.
make money. It was for fun. It was social media, right? It was like,
Right.
oh, put up a guitar video. Robert Baker's first videos are, shot on a potato and he's sitting in front of a black sheet and just
Right.
shredding. And they're awesome, but like it it was never designed for what it ended up getting used for, which is like essentially marketing and propaganda to a degree.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and that's
just keep making good, fun videos. I'll be watching them. You got one number one fan over here. I'm gonna
there you
be
go, yeah.
watching and commenting. I know the boys in the chat will be supporting your channel as well, and we'll stay a community. And eventually this OnlyFrets thing will be awesome. Like it is already, but it'll
Oh
it'll
yeah,
get
yeah.
bigger, and
Mhm.
Mark will have to actually block people in the chat sometimes, probably.
Probably.
Mhm, Yeah,
No, yeah,
man.
that's exactly what that's the one big thing that does. It's a rock and a hard place for me
I
because
get it.
I don't want to be like the marketing guy where it's like that's all I do is just shill out a bunch of product like, oh, here's this, here's this, here's that. I don't want to do that, but at the same time, like it's free shit, you know? It's
Dude,
hard to turn down free stuff,
I emailed
especially when you can use it,
I
you know?
emailed just yesterday. I emailed uh propose a video proposal to Guitar Fetish because I want to put on the Robert Baker Strat. I want to put a tremolo. We were talking about it in my live stream, and it's like, yeah, like if you can get some cool gear and like do a fun video and review it, but then get to have the gear after, that
Mhm.
is 100% like I have never shit on somebody for doing a video for gear ever. I think it's
Right.
like oh, there's the noon bell. I think it's literally like the coolest part of guitar YouTube in general. It's like, shout out, I got this for free. You're like, good. Fuck yeah. Like you
Yeah.
should, you know? I just think it's awesome.
Well, like it's even I know I'm switching guitars a lot, but like this bad boy. So this one's been done, I think, by a couple people, but I just got this one the other day because it got stuck in what was it, Kentucky, where that
Love
plane
you, Zach.
crashed, that UPS
Thanks,
plane
bro.
crashed. This is an Enya Sonic, I think it's the Sonic Nova, and it's a signature model for Jack Themerat. Did I
Okay.
say his name? Something like that. Either way, the dude knows his tones and has make a good guitar because this is a really good guitar. And I got it sent to me, and this is like, not a, I don't want to say it's a cheap guitar, but it's not like super duper expensive. But anyway, it's one of those things where it's like be able just to get something like this, like you said, and make a video on it and then
Yeah.
keep it afterwards. It's like, cool.
That's a
Yeah.
no-brainer, dude. Anyone would do that. Like
Yeah.
anybody would do that, and we all do. Like
Yeah.
that.
We all
If
do.
your channel, I mean, Ted Talks Guitars, he's been doing some stuff with Torsten over at Tease Guitars lately. Torsten and I had talked about doing that, and it's probably still on the table if we want. I mean, like, why wouldn't you do that for some cool free gear? What's that thing sound like anyway? Yeah.
Yeah. So, just real quick, and again, a full video will come out on this probably around Black Friday because that's when they want
Nice.
me to release it. So
Okay.
you're seeing it here first. It's not it's released, but they just want to do it for the sales. So if you hold down the little button right there, it turns on like the built-in effects and everything.
Nice.
Edit them all from your phone. And like here's like a chorusy sound if it's in tune. Make sure it's up.
Yeah, tune up. There you go.
Something like that. I think this is like a distorted, crunchy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's coming straight from the guitar, and then like here's a little more distortion.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I think here's like a lead kind of sound.
Not as nice, but
Yeah, not that one needs
still
to be
cool.
tweaked a little bit, but still cool. Yeah. I mean, and
Yeah.
there's like, like I said, there's amps and stuff and effects and all that kind of stuff, but it's cool.
How
fat is the first fret depth?
Fatter than your mom, 2 yards.
Probably, yes. It does have a 0 fret on it, so I have no idea if that
that's
helps.
interesting.
Yeah, that's something that Enya does is they put the 0 frets on stuff.
Okay. That's old.
But it's all carbon fiber too. The whole guitar is carbon fiber.
Wow.
So it ain't moving. And
I
you
mean,
can adjust
why
the neck, but it
wouldn't-
ain't moving.
Why wouldn't you do a video for a piece of gear like that? Like that's so cool.
Right.
I just think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna do like that's the one thing. Kind of how you start is you buy the stuff and then you promote it anyway, and then that.
Dude,
kinda,
Guyker, you can do great stuff with Guyker because I mean, I stand by a lot of these brands that I do stuff for, like Donner, Guyker, Enya. I've had 2 Enya guitars, and they're both fantastic. I like this one a little bit better than the other one, but just single cut,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But Yeah, like Guyker. I mean, like I'll genuinely buy their parts and just upgrade stuff with their parts because I like them. I
Hmm.
do genuinely.
Yeah,
I
they
do.
make nice stuff for sure.
So you know.
Oh, we got a fellow. They sent me one of those with HSS tremolo. Get a
Yeah.
video out on that eventually. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
They're cool, man.
the Strat. That's more of like the Strat style one, right?
Yeah, I think the Lucas, is that the Inspire? Is that the one that they sent you? I can't remember. That's the one that I had. I had one in purple. Um, and that was the one that I did. I can't remember if it was
Oh,
HSS or not.
Pedal Playhouse jumped on for a sec. We're about ready to take off, but welcome. Probably need to get Joan on the pod too at some point. I would love to talk to her because we had that pedal themed video, and she was like very staunchly, there are not enough pedals yet, and it would be fun to
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I
hash out
was.
those differences of opinions on the pedals for sure.
Yeah, pedals are always one of those things
Joan,
that.
I'm gonna hit you up on Instagram, get you on the schedule.
So, but yeah, so there's that. There's our show, I guess. Because I actually had to head out in a second and go pick up a kiddo from school,
Yeah,
and
man.
so there's that. She's close to driving. She's close to driving. Yes, I have a child that is almost 16. Believe it or not, I know
Man,
I look like such a fresh baby face
you're
myself.
younger than me.
Yeah,
Mine are 7'5", 7'5", and almost 2.
my son will be 13, so I'll actually have two like technical teenagers in almost a month flat in December. He was born a week before Christmas, so that's fun.
You guys did it right, man. I always say when my daughter's
I don't know
driving,
if I'd say we did it right. I don't know if having
but you
a
did
kid
it
at
right
16
for
is
the
right.
back end. You know what I mean? Like you did it right for the tail end because I will be 56 years old when my daughter can drive. And
Yeah,
that's
see,
crazy.
that's where I sit and say I won't even be 40 when both of my kids are considered adults. So, by the time my son is 18, I'll be, I think, 38.
And so here's the fun part. Like you're still a strong young like man at that point. Like you still have that like dad Superman thing going on. Like you don't have to like work out too much. Like I have to because my daughter's the youngest and I have this like thing in my brain of like this little protector mentality. I have
Yeah.
to be intimidating into my 50s, which means I need to start going to the gym now.
Yeah.
Like I don't know
I,
what to do about that.
well, see, like my daughter has a boyfriend, and he's like the sweetest kid. I know those are usually the ones you got to look out for.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
case in point, But that like that's a situation where obviously you think like, oh, your daughter, you need to have that big strong man, like let me set my shotgun on the table while I talk to you mentality, and it's like I've never felt that way with you know and I'm very fortunate for that. Like I'm very fortunate both my kids, and I know everybody say what you want about it. Both my kids are like the polar opposite of how kids are nowadays. They are like great kids.
Yeah, I mean, Lord bless that you end up with kids like that know they're,
Don't want
you
to
know,
party and like I
yeah.
mean I'm asking her, we're trying to ask her like what kind of car do you want, like, and she's like I don't care, just the car, like I don't
Wow.
even, and I'm like
Nice.
okay. So if you pull
You're
up with
doing
the
you're
beater Honda
raising them
Civic,
right,
like
brother. You're
little
raising
four
them
banger,
right.
you're good.
That's awesome. And you say like you're raising them right, and you are, and your wife is, and you guys are doing a great job. At the same time, there is some level of we have literally no control over who our children
Oh
are.
yeah.
And
Hmm.
so you got to count your lucky stars at some point that you just ended up with like kids with good heads on their shoulders. I also have a
Yeah.
backup plan if I cannot get myself into shape where I'm intimidating to boyfriends. And the backup plan is her older brothers. And so I do, she'll have a layer of protection built in with them as well. So
I would just get really, really fat, and then you'll just look like
look bigger than
you'll
I
just
am.
look like you're
Yeah.
bigger. It's like making yourself look bigger for the bear. Like,
I have the old man strength forearms, so
oh, there you go. Yeah.
those will grow in size along with my belly. So yeah, I could do that as well. Uh, all
There you
right,
go.
well, guys, everybody in the chat. There's too many to name. Much appreciated. Thanks for searching for Tone and Lucas and 2 Yards and Zach and everybody who's in here. Yussi, all the homies. Much appreciated. Black Star,
Absolutely.
fresh one right here. What about the grandkids? I'm joking. You both look young. Thank you, Black Star. Appreciate you, man.
We
Pedal
always tell
Playhouse, everybody. Much love to you all, and everybody have a good week. And I'll be live tomorrow, birthday live stream, hopefully around 9 or 10 o'clock my time. So
y'all super chat him. Tell him happy birthday with a little tenner or something in the super
hey,
chat.
I'm not set up for that. We ain't making money over here yet, but oh, stealth guitar. Yep. All right.
Just post your Cash App in the description.
That
Your
you go.
PayPal or something.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week next 2 weeks we will be out because I'm on the road and then there's Thanksgiving. So we'll see you.
Yeah, we're not streaming we'll be at your mom's house eating, and then maybe we'll have some Thanksgiving dinner after that.
That's right. Nice.
See what I did there?
Hey,
We need to get off
with a
here.
good one. Leave you with a good one. We'll see y'all in December. Okay. So we have some good guests lined up in December. So we'll see y'all back at that time.
Absolutely.
All right.
Peace out.